Stop wandering about. You aren't likely to read your own notebooks or ancient histories, or the anthologies you've collected to enjoy in your old age. Get busy with life's purpose, toss aside empty hopes, get active in your own rescue, if you care for yourself at all, and do it while you can. I am Marcus Aurelius, and this is from my text, Meditations. I urge you to stop drifting through life aimlessly. Let me remind you that spending too much time reading old books, studying history, or collecting knowledge without action will not save us or fulfill us in the end. We won't likely sit back in our old age and cherish the endless notes or books we've gathered. Instead, we must live with purpose right now, actively working to rescue ourselves from inaction, confusion, or despair. Waiting for later is a dangerous gamble because life is uncertain.
The supporting paragraph expands this idea. It says that while reading and learning are important, their true goal is to help us live better, not just to gather more knowledge. Knowledge without action is hollow. Wisdom must turn into deeds. We are reminded that too much studying without applying what we learn can weaken us. We must become like soldiers, strong, decisive, fighting for a good life. It's not about reading one more book to find the answer. It's about making the right choices today, because tomorrow is uncertain. This passage offers a powerful reminder about balancing knowledge and action. Marcus Aurelius challenges us to move beyond mere information gathering toward meaningful application of wisdom in our lives. The tension between study and action is something many of us struggle with. It's often easier to keep researching, reading one more book, or collecting insights rather than implementing what we already know. But as both Marcus Aurelius and Seneca suggest, wisdom that remains theoretical loses much of its value. The phrase, "words become works," particularly resonates as a concise formula for meaningful living. Knowledge is meant to transform us and, through us, the world around us. What area of your life do you feel might benefit from this shift from knowledge to action? Is there a particular principle or insight you've been studying but haven't yet fully implemented? Retry J. Please elaborate with a couple of examples. Certainly. Here are some examples that illustrate how words become works. Example 1. Health knowledge versus practice. Many people spend months or even years reading nutrition books, following fitness influencers, researching optimal workout routines, and collecting information about healthy habits. They might have detailed notes on proper form, nutritional science, and sleep optimization. Yet despite this extensive knowledge, they might still avoid regular exercise, continue poor eating habits, or neglect sleep. The Stoic approach would be to start with even a simple 5-minute daily workout, choose one healthy meal today, or establish a consistent sleep schedule. Imperfect action now rather than perfect knowledge with no implementation. Example 2. Productivity systems versus actual production. Someone might study dozens of productivity methodologies, fill notebooks with insights from books like Getting Things Done or Deep Work, and continually tweak their task management systems. They might have the perfect digital setup with color-coded categories and complex filtering options. But if they're spending more time organizing their tasks than completing meaningful work, they're missing the point. The Stoic would recognize when it's time to close the productivity books and simply start working on the most important task, even if the system isn't perfect. Example 3. Relationship wisdom versus connection. A person might read extensively about communication techniques, emotional intelligence, and relationship psychology. They might understand concepts like active listening, nonviolent communication, and attachment theory at a theoretical level. But if they continue to avoid difficult conversations with loved ones, fail to express appreciation, or don't make time for meaningful connection, that knowledge remains academic. The Stoic approach would be to put down the relationship book and immediately call someone they care about, express gratitude to a partner, or have that difficult but necessary conversation they've been postponing. In each case, the transformation happens when knowledge becomes behavior, when understanding translates to action, and when wisdom manifests as changed habits. As Marcus Aurelius suggests, the time for this transformation is always now, not in some indefinite future.
Knowledge without action remains mere information, collecting dust in our minds like unread books on a shelf. All Stoics before me remind us that wisdom's true purpose is transformation, turning what we know into how we live. Today, challenge yourself to identify one meaningful insight you've been carrying and transform it into concrete action. Start small, but start now, whether in health, work, or relationships. Remember this urgent plea by me. Get busy with life's purpose and do it while you can. Time is our most precious and uncertain resource. By moving from contemplation to action, from words to works, you honor both the wisdom you've received and the life you've been given. What one Stoic principle will you put into practice today?